What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jay's Trucking Channel. Today's video it's about trucking's most asked questions. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I've noticed there's a lot of common questions as the following ones. So just to give you, a head start, it might help you, it might not help you. We'll just take it from there then. One of the most asked questions is, how much does a driver gets paid yearly? That actually depends on the company that hires you. Some companies want to be cheap. They will not pay you as much as a beginner. Some companies treat every driver the same. Some companies might put you almost at the same rate as all the drivers. A lot of these companies that you work for as a starter, you're not gonna make anywhere no more than somewhere between $20,000 to $30,000 a year. So don't expect to make a lot of money as a rookie. It's not going to happen. Like I said, unless you get with a company that actually treats all drivers the same. Another question that I get asked a lot is, are there a lot of truck driving jobs? Yes, there's plenty of truck driving jobs out there. You have all these huge branded companies like CRST, Swift, Warner Bros, Snyder. I mean, there is just so many of these companies out there, and they're all over the country. So yeah, one of them will hire you as a rookie with or without experience, and you're pretty much set, to start driving trucks as soon as your CDL. Another question that a lot of drivers want to know is if they'll get a local truck driving job. The answer to that is not really, because as a starter, no small companies will hire you as a local driver. A lot of companies that will hire you as a local driver, or they actually require at least a minimum of anywhere between 2 to 3 years of experience. Some companies require up to 4 years of verifiable experience. So your best bet will be actually driving for a big branded company, get your experience, and then move on to the next. Another question a lot of drivers want to know is, how long will they be away from home? Well, there's 3 categories as far as driving positions. You got the local, you got the regional, and you got the over the road. Local, obviously, you're home every day. Regional, you're home on weekends. And over the road, you're home when your dispatcher says you could be home. A lot of these dispatchers will leave you on the road for weeks and sometimes months at a time. Like I said, that totally depends on how badly your dispatcher needs you. What kind of skills do I need to be a good truck driver? The only skill that you need is the willing to learn and willing to do this. Not a lot of people are actually meant to be truck drivers. A lot of people, think it's the easiest way to make money, which it is. But like I said, at the same time, if you just want to make the money but you're not into it, you're not going to learn fast. You're not going to be a good truck driver if you're not into it. So be into it, and learn fast. Another question is, why shouldn't I sign a contract for free training? Well, the answer to that is that there's nothing free in this world. It might say free, you don't pay out of pocket at the time, but as you get your CDL and you start driving for the company that's actually paying for your CDL, you will notice that your weekly income, it's not going to be great at all. You're going to notice that you're only going to be getting paid maybe anywhere between 23 to 20 cents a mile. It's not a lot of money compared, like if you pay with, if you pay the school with your own money, you could probably make up to 40 cents a mile to begin with no experience. Now, if you want to pay for a truck driving school, question is, how much does a truck driving school cost? They could vary anywhere between $1,500 to $4,500, sometimes $5,000. The more money you put into it, the more the school is gonna dedicate themselves to you, and the more you're gonna learn, the faster you're gonna learn. Let's say you're starting at 1,500, you're just going there. You're gonna be there for a month, 2 months, up to 3 months. Compare if you pay 4,500, you're gonna be in and out in less than a month. Like I said, the more expensive you go, the more you're gonna learn, the faster you're gonna get out. The lower prices you go, the more you're gonna spend in class, and the longer it's gonna take you to actually get your CDL. What is the length of a CDL training program? Like I said, that all depends on you. You can make it a 3-week thing, or you can make it a 3 months thing. That all depends on you. The faster you learn, the more you catch on to things, the faster you want to move on, the faster you get out of school. So really, you have the answer to that. Another question is, so what's gonna happen if I break a contract with a company that paid for my CDL? Well, obviously everybody wants the money. So if they'll try to get in touch with you, but if you don't pay, they'll just send it to collections, and then there goes your credit. That will go on your credit until you pay it off. It's not gonna come off. Another thing that big brand companies will do is that they will red flag you. That means that they will put all your information on the system. So let's say you go from one big brand company to another big brand company. Once they run your information, your name is gonna come out, and they won't hire you. Some companies will take that seriously and they will not hire you. Some companies will say, I don't care, you did that with them, not with us, and they will hire you. You just need to know which company to actually look for and which one to apply for. Now, another question is, should you take a load if you don't feel safe with it? And as I'm reading over here on the website, it also says over here 10 tips on being a good truck driver, and one of them is never refuse a load, which I don't agree to that, and I'm going to tell you why. My question over here that I was asked, should you take a load if you don't feel safe? No. At the end of the day, you're getting paid to deliver a load safely, not to wreck a load, not to wreck a truck, not to wreck your life. So over here it says never refuse a load. I don't agree to that, because like I said, you're getting paid to deliver this load the right way. If your dispatcher tells you, oh well, if you don't deliver this load, if you refuse to it, we're not gonna give you more work, or we're gonna have to fire you, there are steps that you can take, and they're not gonna get away with it. You can refuse a load if you feel like there's gonna be weather conditions, if there's gonna be road conditions. Even at that, if there is something wrong with the load, you'll feel, once you do your inspection, you look around. If your trailer looks a little tilted, or or any circumstances that that there's something wrong and you don't feel safe at all, don't go with that doubt. Damn, I think I'm gonna make it, or I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like I said, you have all rights to refuse a load. Let me see what's another question over here. Is your is this trucking job high stressing? It could be. I mean, it all depends on your dispatcher, how forcey they are. If they force you a lot to do this, do that, you're trying to go home for a weekend, they promise you that weekend, but as you're on your way home, they actually call you. Oh, look at your Qualcomm. Now you're like 100 miles away from your home. Now you gotta take off and drive 1,500 miles away because your dispatcher says so. That's stressful. But like I said, it all pretty much depends on on the company that you're working for and on your dispatcher. Another question is, what can I do to try to avoid incidents? As you go to trucking school, or if you're already done with trucking school, they're going to teach you, or you already learned, the Smith system, the 5 keys, and one of them is always aiming high. Always, you know, it doesn't hurt to look ahead of you. It doesn't hurt to look at your mirrors, and always try to predict what's gonna happen in the next minute. If you're driving straight down the highway and you can see 2 miles ahead of you, then keep those 2 miles ahead of you and see what's going on out there. Car could be driving just fine, another car gets into the highway, crash, and if you're looking right in front of your head, guess what? You're gonna crash into them as well. Now you just got involved into an incident. If you're looking ahead, you see that crash happening. Now you have plenty of space and plenty of time to slow down, come to a stop, or avoid it. So, like I said, a lot of these accidents, you can avoid them. Some of them you just can't predict what's gonna happen. So like I said, for the main majority of the time, you can avoid it. You just gotta, you know, always keep that vision out there. So as far as this video and these questions, this is it for now. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, or want to know anything else, just feel free, drop a comment, drop the questions, let me know, and I will have an answer for you guys as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.